I guess you wanted to run there.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the plays that's called, we got to block it, we got to execute it. So it's not the play call, it's the execution 95% of the time.
When you look at this Ravens week, they allow 90 yards a game on the ground. What is it that makes them so difficult to run against?
Yeah, I mean, historically, just a really good physical defense. Those two inside linebackers are unbelievable. Make that group go. Supplemented by a really, really solid defensive line, and going to try to get you in bad circumstances and lay the pressure on you. So we're going to have to be ready for it from the get-go this week and be super detailed in our preparation.
This matchup along those lines, I mean, I know they've had some injuries at linebacker aside from those two guys. They've had some players bounce in and out, but their approach hasn't changed. It still looks like the Ravens.
Still looks like the Ravens. Like I said, those two on the inside make it go, but as a whole, man, it's an attack-style defense, and I imagine it's going to be similar when they play us.
This matchup's always known for its physicality. Is it a good time for a rookie left tackle to make his first start? Is it, might as well get thrown into the deep end? What have you guys told him about what this
I don't
game's
think there's
gonna
ever a good or a bad time. It's just the circumstances that he's in. And, you draft someone high that early, and you're on this active roster. When it's your time to step up, that's expected of you. So,
what steps has Broderick made since training camp?
just the work each day. When he's over there doing card offense, he's getting super valuable reps going against our starting defense and their pressure packages, their third down circumstances. So he's had a lot of super valuable reps, and I'm looking forward to his first start this week and seeing how he does.
Step in now with Dan potentially being out?
I'm excited. I'm ready to go. Just ready to get the week started, getting the preparation and all the phases of the game going. Locking in on what I need to, and just trying to perform to the best of my ability.
Your progress or your development, do you think it's been helped by getting some right tackle stuff over the last few weeks, or do you feel like you've got some catching up to do to go back to playing more?
I don't feel like that hindered me at all. Just being able to play both sides, that's an asset to me and the team. So, just being able to lock in on the left now is just something I'm looking forward to.
Your preparation or your mindset, is it any different at 10:45 Wednesday this week than it was the past few weeks when you?
Nah, it's the same. It's the same always. Because it's always one play away. You're always one play away. We always say that. So we just try and prepare to the best of our ability, even if you're not a starter, because you never know.
Broderick, what was the benefit of those reps, and what did you learn in that time that you got against Houston?
It was good for me just to get the feel for it, like in live action instead of going against, the team, like what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks. So, it was solid for me to be able to go out there and get the feel for the game.
Mike Thomas.
When you look at the tape, just how do you evaluate how you played on Sunday?
I feel like I had a solid game. It's little things to clean up here and there, little technique things, just small little errors. But I feel like that was just the jitters I had from, just going in for the first game. But overall, I don't think it was nothing too bad. But, it always looks worse than until you watch film. Like, that's what my coach always used to tell me, it always looks bad until you watch film and really break it down. So,
What did you like most about it, specifically, when you saw the film?
What did I like most? Let me see. Probably my run game. My run game looked solid. I felt like I played very good in the run game, just being able to move people, getting up to the second level, covering them up.
And the 4th and 1, would you do anything different on that, or did it just work out that way?
It was just a bad way it worked out, Really can't dwell on that play too long. It's always about the next play, but, unfortunate that happened to Kenny, but, you just got to keep moving forward.
Broderick, Mike Tomlin said that he wanted you guys to be more physical as a group. How do you go about that, and how do you get that mindset where it needs to be?
Just running the ball. I think just getting after them physically up front, being able to run the ball and just keep pounding it, I feel like that wears the defense down, so I believe that's what it is.
Is that especially important
What's
this
going to
week?
be like being in pads today? What's going to be like being in pads today?
It ain't nothing too different. It's always the same. Just being in pads. Like at Georgia, we were always in pads every day. We never had a day off that we weren't in pads. So you can kind of say I'm used to it to a certain extent. So
Is it especially important to rise to that level of what Mike Tomlin was talking about in terms of physicality, given that it's the Ravens and you also are playing with a quarterback who's coming off an injury potentially, or backup for that matter?
Yeah, you know, at the position I'm in, you know, playing O-line, physicality is all it is. You always want to be physical up front because that's what gets the team going. You know, it always starts in the trenches.
Broderick, when you mentioned the run game, just how much more important is that this week, especially knowing that there are some questions at quarterback, whether it is Mitch or Kenny coming off that injury?
I don't think it matters who's behind us in the run game, because at the end of the day, either one of them's gonna hand the ball off to Najee or Jalen, or and it's gonna be that. So I don't think the quarterback plays a huge factor in the run game.
With the run game, I mean, just how much more important is it to have a strong run game?
The run game sets up everything in the offense. No matter how you look at it, if you're able to run the ball, you can take those shots down the field. If you're able to run the ball, you can get them to load the box and you can go around outside. It's just a lot of things. So, like, the run game plays a big factor in any offense, not even just ours specifically. I would say that.
First month of the season, was it tough at all to stay patient, not really playing, knowing that some of the other guys in your draft class kind of hit the ground running and were getting chances right away with their teams?
No, that didn't affect me at all. Because every day you're just trying to get better. I don't look at anybody else's success because that can hinder you and it can get you in like different moods and different things. So I just try and stay away from that and just continue to get better every day.
What kind of an influence has Isaac been on you so far in your career, and what's the benefit to playing next to a veteran guard like that?
Man, it's good because he always talks to me. He tells me little things that he see. Just getting his opinion on things is and different, like an inside look from an outside perspective. It's just different. Like with him not being a coach, me playing next to him being a vet, all those things play a factor.
Broderick, how does the team take it when Mike Tomlin says you guys aren't playing hard enough, aren't playing physical enough? Because those are things that are rare that a coach would say. Normally it's like an execution thing, but rarely is he challenging guys saying you guys simply didn't try hard enough.
I take it with a grain of salt for real for me, just speaking for me personally, because I feel like it's just coach trying to get us to be better, play harder, because it's always something left that you can give. So just being able to give it all you got every time you step on the field.
Sorry if you've been asked this already, but just what have the conversations among this team been like following last week and turning the page moving forward type thing?
We just got to keep the main thing. Coach always say it's not mystical. We know what we got to get better and what we got to keep working on. So that's what we're going to just keep striving to do.
Good. What do you see in Zay Flowers? What makes him so good?
Coach T talked about him earlier today. He's a fearless guy. He doesn't show any fear. He's a competitor. He's good at in and out of his routes. He can make people miss. So it's going to be a good matchup.
How many people in this locker room have been closer to Steelers-Ravens battles over the years as you? What were your impressions of these games and this team growing up?
It's a regular season game, but it's not played like a regular season game. Like Coach T always say, this is a big game for everybody. It's a division game. It's a rivalry that goes deep in the past. So we just got to bring that energy in play.
A lot was made down there for sure about how the offense may change this year with Lamar. You played against him, but I'm sure you've watched him. Like you said, you know the history. What do you think about how Lamar's looking in the offense?
He looks good. He's an MVP quarterback. He won it before, so he's definitely good at the game. He's no slouch, and we just got to bring that pressure to him.
Your dad tell you anything about Steelers Ravens?
Nah, he definitely told me, but I was here to see it with my own eyes. So yeah.
Anything about stay off the bus after the game or anything like that?
Nah, nothing like that. Nah.
Expect it to be a little chippier or more physical than a typical game this Sunday?
Probably just because, just like I said earlier, just off the rivalry and the history behind these two teams and the battles that we always had. So it's definitely going to be a chippy game.
How beneficial have Wednesdays been for you? What do you think you've been able to show during those times?
Really just show them that I could prepare myself as a guy that's been in the league for a long time, even though I'm a rookie, learning from the vets like Pat P and Levi, just getting under their wing and letting them show me the ropes, really.
Joe, are you getting eager to get out there?
Yeah, you know, you're always eager to get out there. You always want to play. That's the sport I'm playing, so definitely.
Mike Tomlin talked about the importance of an extra padded practice and you guys working and being physical again. What have the players said? What have some of the team captains and guys said about you guys getting back to that kind of football?
Nothing really. You know, we're not complaining about it. No, we're not turning our lips about it. It's work. You know, we got to show up and work, and we're in pads today, so we're going to practice in pads.
I think I feel a little bit like camp out there today, you think, just based on the buzz around the stadium?
I really don't know. This is going to be my first padded practice, so during the season, so we're going to see what that's like today.
Thanks, Joey.